All right, the first run on our Harvest Right has to be bread. According to the instructions and the videos from Harvest Right, your first run, you run bread. The reason for that is the bread will absorb any smells, any kind of chemicals, anything that's in the air in the machine for its first run will get absorbed into the bread, and then you throw it in the garbage. So I guess it's a good idea. And let me load up the trays with some bread. I'm only going to load 3 trays because I jumped ahead and we already have meatballs in the freezer on one of the trays frozen. So as soon as we're done with this bread run, I'm going to do one of these trays is going to have sausages that we sliced into slices, and then 2 of the trays are going to have sauce. And our first real run is going to be my wife's spaghetti, meatballs, and sausage. And then we're going to rehydrate some and see how it turned out. Well, Karen just put some new light bulbs in the microwave. It's starting to flicker already. Might have to go back to Lowe's and get those bulbs returned. All right, so excuse us for the sound of the dishwasher running and the sound of the Harvest Right getting set up for the first time. So I'll talk a little bit loud. Actually, nobody's ever said that I'm a soft talker, so here we go. We're putting our bread on. Our bread is our first run. We're doing everything by the book, because that's the way it should be, right? You know, real men don't use any kind of instruction manuals. That's failed me in the past. So I'm going to cut a couple in half. I'm going to make sure I fill these trays up, and we're going to put them in and do our first run. Okay, it's telling us load the trays into the freeze dryer. Here we go. Tray number 1. Tray number 2. Voila! Tray number 3. I'm back to the Sesame Street. 1, 2. Count Dracula. Count Dracula likes to count. Okay. Now we hit continue. There we go. We'll see how it works out. Well, let me tell you, we did our first run, we did our bread run, and guess what? It was a big fat goose egg. So this morning we looked and it said, unable to have a vacuum seal, or something along those lines. So now I have to check everything I did, and I'll figure it out, and we're going to do another run, and I'll use the same bread. I'll put a little water on it. Okay. Condensation and plenty of ice. I could see the whole inside has ice in there. See the ice? All right. Goose egg it is. Time for another run. All right, well, it actually did freeze the bread. The bread is cold, it's frozen. I can feel it still has some moisture in it. But it was still a goose egg. And I'm going to post this video anyway, and I'm going to try to figure out what we did wrong. Maybe we could save you the same trouble. The big goose egg. The goose egg was running the machine for the first time and not achieving a vacuum and wasting it. So I went to work. I came home. I took a little time. I did a little investigating. And with that investigating, guess what I found out? I didn't turn the power switch on the pump. I turned the power switch on for the Harvest Right, but if you look right down here, there's a power switch. Knucklehead move, caused the goose egg. Don't you make that mistake, because it'll frustrate you a little bit. So we're going to do another run on this bread. We'll see how it does. We got the same white bread. Not going to waste any new bread. And we'll show you the results in a little while. So basically, let me turn this off a minute. Okay. Put this rubber gasket back on. All right. Close the door. Okay, as you can see, the process is complete. Open the drain valve, okay? That would be back there. See if I could reach that. I can do that from right here. Gotta get that in the bucket. Drain valve open in the bucket, and no defrost. I think we achieved success this time. Now you can see the little condensation around the outside of here, but holy smokes. All right, it worked. We have dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. Yeah, I cut that last video off because I realized the camera lens was dirty and it was taking a fuzzy video. I'll tell you what. This stuff. Oh, I found a new way to make the breadcrumbs, babe. Karen? Mm-hmm. This would make your breadcrumbs perfect. Mm-hmm. Wow. Maybe you bake your own bread and then make your own breadcrumbs. How cool would that be? Wow. It's like eating a crouton. So, we have successfully freeze-dried bread. I'm very excited that it worked, because now spaghetti, meatballs, pasta, and sauce is going in the freezer in these trays, getting ready to go and get freeze-dried. And I guess we're going to have to order 4 more trays, because I can see now if you put the stuff in the trays and put them in the freezer, when you have 4, then you can run the machine. And we have to kind of go on and off between doing the laundry room and doing the freeze dryer until we work something out with an electrician. There you have it. 100% success. All right, we took a little bit of water on a paper towel, or 2 paper towels. Costco has these little half sheets. And I squeezed it so I know that the paper towel is damp. And now I'm going to roll up a piece of bread. And when I come back, we will see if we have successfully reconstituted the water, and I'll do the taste test. And I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. Okay, sausages have been in the refrigerator. We sliced them. We were waiting to see how the bread run went before we sacrificed a bunch of sausages and meatballs. So now we just spread them out on a tray. And as soon as this is done, we're going to do the next tray of sauce. The meatballs are already on the tray in the freezer. That's why we were shy of one of our trays when it came to doing the bread. Okay, we have 1 full tray of sausages. The full tray of meatballs that we sliced is already frozen. We put our little handy dandy cap so we can stack it in the freezer. And once these are frozen, they'll be ready to go in the freeze dryer when we have a convenient time. Because apparently, we do a lot of laundry in this house. So next, we're going to do some sauce. Okay, on the bottom is the sausage. And then we got 2 trays of straight meat sauce. Because, of course, a little pieces of sausage that I missed and a couple of pieces of meatball. So we just put the lids on. They snap right in. And now, should have used a tripod. That's okay. We good. Oh, I love the way these things stack. I love the way these stack with these lids.
That's good.
Okay, I got some sauce on that one. So I'm going to wipe it off before I snap it on and put them in the freezer. Just because I like to keep it clean. Okay, this right here is officially our designated shelf. Can you see that? This is where our freeze dryer trays are going to go. This is the meatballs. They've been frozen for almost 2 days. Here we go. All 4 trays sitting nice and neat. And we're going to have them in the freezer. As soon as all 4 of them are frozen and Miss Karen has her laundry done, these will get run through the harvest rack. And there you have it. Okay, it's after 10 o'clock at night. Work is done. Everybody's getting ready for bed, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. They've been in all day, so I know they're frozen. And I'm not going to drag Karen in here to videotape. Freezer since before I left for work this afternoon. So I know we've got a tray of meatballs chopped into pieces, a tray of sausages chopped to pieces, and 2 trays of sauce. Now we're going to load them in the machine, and we're going to run it, and then we'll be back tomorrow to show you the results. Those are frozen. That's pretty nice looking meatballs. We chopped them down a little bit. Okay. Meatballs. Sauce ready to go. And okay. Sounds like the dogs are getting in trouble in the other apartment. But here we go. Sausages, 2nd tray of sauce. And close the door. Here we go, start. Cooling vacuum chamber. I don't think it's going to take that long because these are already frozen. You know what? I'm going to cancel it for 1 minute. I see a little bit of dust right here. I should probably clean the dust off. I hate to run this thing. All right, no dust. There we go. Back in business. Spaghetti, meatballs, and sausage. After this, we're going to have to cook up some pasta and then run the pasta through it. I'm going to make Mylar bags that the whole meal is in the bag ready to go. That's got to be good for 25 years according to everything we've learned. Just to give you up close and personal, once it's cool, it's going to change over to the process where it eliminates the water and gives us our freeze-dried spaghetti meatballs ready to go. We just entered the next step. It is now freezing. 14 seconds. Let's see how long this thing actually takes. It's about 10:30 at night, and we'll see tomorrow morning when I wake up where we're at. Well, I got home from work, and it's Saturday, so we're 21 hours into this process. 21 hours, and it says drying 16 hours and 12 minutes. So here's a little tiny spot left that's not orange, but I can see the sauce. That's a sauce tray. That's a meatball tray. No, that's sausages. That's meatballs down there. Okay. The machine is defrosting. And our meatball, sausage, and sauce is dried. Now I have to go put it in the Mylar bags. Full disclosure. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up and I figured, let me go check the machine. I checked it and the process was complete. Then I went and I opened up these little Mylar bags that come with Harvest Right, and they're tiny. So Harvest Right, great machine. That little Mylar bags that they give you when you first start out, they might be cute for a couple little apples or strawberries, but don't count on those little Mylar bags to do a big meal. So we've already put in stuff in Mylar bags several times. So I had a couple of big ones, but I had to, put my slippers on. I had to go next door in the garage. I had to pull them out. So full disclosure, if I would have thought that through, these Mylar bags would have already been in my home, and I would have already had them in the kitchen, and I wouldn't have had to go at 4 o'clock in the morning out the front door, next door into a garage. But thank God I had them. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put one thing of sauce in. I got 2 bowls. I'm gonna put one thing of sauce in each bowl. I'm gonna split the meatballs and the sausages between the 2 bowls, and I'm gonna put them in 5-gallon Mylar bags. You know, it is what it is. I'll just fold it over after we're done. I'm not gonna seal it with a heat sealer yet, because now I have to run the machine with 4 trays of pasta that we cooked. As soon as the pasta is cooked, I'll split that between the 2 bags, drop in the oxygen absorbers, and then I'll seal the Mylar bags. But then we'll have 2 meals, fully Mylar bagged, and this is, we're talking about a meal for my whole family. I think that that is gonna be something that we're gonna do more often. So I'm gonna be going online and looking for some 2 and 3-gallon Mylar bags. I hope they have them. But like I said, those little ones they give you for free, that not really good. Oh, and I buy the Mylar bags that I buy, they come with a zip side. So until you're actually ready to seal the top of it, you can zip it closed and keep everything dry. So I'm gonna have to put this on, I'm gonna put this on the tripod. Right now it's going on a tripod. Okay, here we go. This was our first time, so I'm really not knowing exactly what to expect. I've seen them do it. I've watched the videos. I'll tell you what, retired at 40, he ain't no joke. He is one Mylar bagging, freeze drying expert. But wow, let's see, how do I describe this? It's very light. Still smells wonderful. Actually still smells wonderful. Okay. This is Miss Karen's full-blown Italian tomato sauce. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. Let's split up these meatballs. How'd they turn out? Oh yeah. Very, very light. That's something I noticed right off the bat. The actual weight is pretty light. So that's about half and half. Okay. Now let's split these sausages up. You know, they still had a little bit of sauce on them when I was putting them in the trays. That looks like about half. I'll throw one more over there. Now just imagine 2 trays of pasta in each one of these bowls. I mean, this right here, once you add the water back in, this is gonna be a full family meal. because that's 2 trays. Now picture 2 more trays of pasta on top of it. I might have been able to make 4 meals, but we're going with 2. We got the big Italian family. So we're gonna have 2 prepared meatball, pasta, sausage, sauce, ready to go. And maybe if it wasn't, right now, if it wasn't so early in the morning, I'd be a little bit more exciting. But right now, you're getting what you get. Half falling asleep, half tired, knowing I needed to take care of this right away. Our last thing I want to do is leave this stuff sitting out. We put the moisture back in from the air. Now we do run our air conditioner, so we should be okay. So look at that. I'm definitely going to need to get a hold of some 3-gallon Mylar bags. But right now, I'm going to zip this shut. Now just picture this. This gets sealed. Once we seal this with the heat sealer, or what I used to do is I used my my daughter's flat curling iron, and I would just keep crimping it, and it would seal it. Mark it with a Sharpie permanent marker, but we still have to add, actually this would be a nice size bag for this, because this side is going to have a big pile of pasta. It's already cooked. We just need to go ahead and run the machine. Then we'll add it in. I don't know if I'll wait until we run the machine. I might wait until we put the pasta in there, and I'll mark it and I'll seal it, so you'll have the whole process start to finish. From our bread run to our first meatball, sausage, and pasta meal. There you have it. Yeah, it's going on 1 o'clock in the morning. I just came in, I finished planting sweet potatoes, getting the garden finished for tomorrow's sweet potatoes that have to go in the ground. I still have to go drive Anthony home. He's outside burning a bunch of papers in our burn pile. Whole bunch of stuff going on. But I just wanted to get a quick video. I'm going to put the pasta on these trays. And I cut a bunch of parsley today. So I'm going to try to freeze dry the parsley and the pasta. I got 2 different kinds of pasta already cooked. I'm going to put it in the machine. And when it's done tomorrow, I'll finish up that video. I'm not setting up the tripod. I'm not going to go nuts. I mean, it's pasta. I'm going to put it on the trays and put it in the freeze dryer. But I wanted to make sure I get the whole thing for when I make my final video. Okay, fresh parsley, chopped out of the garden not even an hour ago at 12 o'clock at night. And we got 2 different kinds of pasta. And I got 3 trays of pasta ready to go. 1 tray of parsley. Hopefully this stuff's not sticking up too much. I mean, I got, trying to get as much on these trays as I can. But I got those 2 bags over there. I got the meatball, sausage, and sauce. So as soon as I get the pasta into those bags, we throw in the oxygen absorbers, and we're ready. If we go on vacation and we would like to have a home-cooked meal, we're ready to go. We started getting the Mylar bags over COVID because we bought a bunch of dog food and we didn't want to have bugs in the house. So we got these big 5-gallon Mylar bags to put dog food in, but guess what? It's perfect size for a family meal. We were going to go to a hotel on Christmas vacation. Family member got sick, so we didn't go. But I'll tell you right now, it would have been great at this hotel. Add a bunch of hot water, and we'd have a home-cooked meal right there. We didn't have to go out to a restaurant and spend a couple of $100. So this is working out pretty good. All right, let's go ahead. Start. All right, we got to give it 15 minutes, and then these trays are ready to go. Okay, load the trays. Okay, there you have it. Have a good evening. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, process complete. Pasta, parsley, ready to go. Or finish, whatever. Let me see. We got a no defrost. There we go. Open sesame.
Pasta?
Yes, well, I'm gonna need all 3 of them.
Wow.
Wow. You know what? It's actually like pasta that just came out of the box, not cooked. Except it's light looking. Not weight-wise. Weight-wise, it feels about the same. But the color. You can definitely tell it's been cooked by the color.
It's freezing.
Well, that's what freeze dryer does. All right, little girl, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I would like you to take these trays.
What about the leaves in there?
That's not leaves, that's parsley, and we're going to package that separately. But please put these on the stove inside so I can wash them. Thank you.
No problem.
I'll let you know when I need your help again. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 3 trays of pasta that was fully cooked. And now they're going in. I would like to do half, approximately half. The sausages and meatballs are already in here, and the sauce is already here. So that's 4 scoops. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I think? I'm going to take the rest of the pasta that I cooked, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to run that through the freeze dryer. Inside, please. Thank you. My trustworthy video helper. Okay. Squeeze out as much air as we can here. But the point is, big thumbs up. If you like our channel or you like our videos, we're doing our best to try to show people what we do right, what we do wrong, the lessons we learn. Please give us a thumbs up. Please like and share our videos. Have a great day. 1 pot, 1 plant, 1 patio. There you have it. We have Miss Karen's meatball, sausage, pasta, and her marinara sauce. Karen's recipe is fantastic, and right now we have 2 full family packs. Everything's in here ready to go. I'm going to drop in some oxygen absorbers, and I might put in a silica pack just for the heck of it. The silica packs, they would attract any moisture that maybe could be in there, which I don't think there's any after that freeze dryer got a hold of it. But basically, this Harvest Right is doing everything we had hoped it to do, and it's even better. It is so simple for us to operate. Not really happy with the little bags they give you, but the truth is, you know, it's like when you go somewhere to a restaurant and they give you the free little handy wipe things. It's just a gesture. They put all their effort into that machine. That machine is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and then a whole bunch more. I'm also learning a lot. You know, there's different people. Retired at 40. That guy is no joke. He takes you through every different thing you could ever do with a freeze dryer. We want to put some meals up so it's easier for us in a pinch. I've seen there's prepper channels. They're all using them for prepping. You can use it for camping. There's a lot of reasons why you would want to use a freeze dryer. It's not just about an apocalyptic. And last but not least, here's the parsley. It's very crunchy, very light, but it looks color-wise, it looks exactly like before we put it in. It has not lost any color. It hasn't shriveled up. So it's just dry, ready to go in a jar for my wife when she cooks. There you have it. There we go. That's the finished product. We got 2 full family meal packs, and I guess my handwriting needs a little bit to be desired, but we got fresh parsley and 2 of Karen's meatballs, sausage, and pasta and sauce. I can't even tell you how exciting that is. We've been watching freeze drying. We've been talking about freeze drying. We've been waiting to do freeze drying. And now we have freeze dried. Okay, we have meatballs and sausages and sauce. We have hot water. We have a fork. We have the peanut gallery walking around on the floor. We have Karen and me. It's time to find out what happens when you add the water back to the meatballs and the sausages. Okay, Karen, I need you to videotape, please. You got it? Okay. This is a piece of sausage. I guess it's sauce and sausage and meatballs. There you have it. Can you see it? Now zoom in on this bad boy. You ready? And we're not even doing any exact measurements. We're going to just put a little hot water in there. Wow. I saw some of it fluff right up. Now it seems to me that you put it in a little bit, wait a few minutes, and you'll have a pretty good idea if you need to add more. Still feels a little bit hard. Now we'll just let this sit. Maybe we'll let it sit for 5 minutes, because I know when I do a Mountain House freeze-dried meal, you add the hot water and you wait. So I added a little bit. You can cut the video. We'll be back. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, looks like I just took it out of the pot.
It sure does.
Okay.
Smells like you took it out of the pot.
Smells good?
Yeah.
All right, try one of them sausages.
It's soft.
Oh.
It's not, I don't know, like I was expecting it to be hard.
Look who wants in
and
on the
frozen.
action. No
Hey,
way, Max. We're
baby.
doing a video.
I'll be darned.
Is it good?
It sure is. Try meatball. Piece of meatball. Yep.
It passes the test?
It passes the test.
Okay. Hey, what the heck? I didn't even get in on that yet. All right, here. The sausages, phenomenal. The meatballs, it's hard for me. When Miss Karen makes meatballs, I ask her to make a bowl of them. After she's done cooking them and browning them, I want a bowl of them before they go near the sauce. I don't know why. I like my meatballs before they touch the sauce. Something happens when it hits the sauce, it changes the flavor. And I've been a fan of eating meatballs by themselves since I was a kid. My mom would smack my hand. My dad would say, hey, come on, that's enough. Leave some for everybody else. So I'm a fan of eating the meatballs before they touch the sauce. This, it tastes just like when she cooked it. The sausage, though, it's fantastic. So I think this is a big home run. A big thumbs up. If you subscribe to our channel, that'll help us. And share it, like it, thumbs up. We appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time with us here on our little bite-sized homestead.